Lordy, lordy, lord, the internet is at it again. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. It's your girl D Rex, giving you the 411 on this crazy story. Forever 21 pulls Black Panther sweater photo after facing backlash. Forever 21 recently had to pull a photo off of one of these items from their website, which featured a Black Panther themed sweater featuring the phrase Wakanda forever. Now, the issue that is setting the internet on fire isn't with the photo itself, but the person wearing the sweater. Although some people think it's cool that Forever 21 is marketing their brand by making it available for a diverse audience, people are upset that a white guy is wearing a sweater that says Wakanda forever. Now, Forever 21 throughout the week was bombarded with negative tweets on their website. One tweet from Who is Mark Paul reads, "Hey, Forever 21, in what universe did you think it was okay to feature a white model in Wakanda gear? Granted, chances are you knew it wasn't okay, but still, as a former 21 Min brand specialist for the company, I'm highly offended." Now, a 2006 report found that 78.2% of models were white, 8.3% are black, 4% are Asian, and only 3.8% are Hispanic. So clearly, within this article, there's clearly a lot to take in terms of, is this something that people should be offended? Is this something people should not be offended? Should there be more diversity in the modeling world that represents all citizens that they're marketing to? It's so much. There's just so much to unwrap and unfold and break apart when it comes to this story. This situation does remind me of that H&M scandal that featured a black child wearing a sweater that says, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." The parents of this did not think it was racist, and although that raised a lot of eyebrows and concerns that the parents did not think this was a racist sweater, the reason being is because both the parents do come from Kenya. When you look at the continent of Africa, and I have to say that again and again because a lot of idiots still do not understand that Africa is indeed a continent and not a country. But within the continent of Africa, there are approximately 98.6% black people that live in the continent of Africa. Now, the N-word or the term monkey is not a prominent term used there because that's not a word that is flung around. It is an offensive term to dehumanize blacks in America, reducing them to as animals. If you look back in the 60s, for example, blacks were not allowed to have the equal opportunities like voting, going to certain schools, restaurants, churches, etc. And I'm sure that is still applied in South Africa. I'm not entirely sure. I have to do my research on that. And if anybody is from South Africa wants to elaborate and add on to that, you're more than welcome to do so. But if we're talking about Africa as a whole, that's basically where it comes from, that ideology as to where it comes from and why these parents did not think that sweater was offensive. Marvel Comics' Black Panther was originally conceived in 1966 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, two Jewish New Yorkers, as a bid to offer black readers a character to identify with. When looking at Hollywood, blacks in general are never represented in a good light. We're always the thugs, the ones with attitudes, uncivilized. So to see a fictional story come to life with modern technology, strength, wisdom, and a story that encourages blacks to dive into their history, Stan Lee created this story in a world that was so divided. Marvel comic books is what brought people together. Even in a time during hatred, Marvel Comics brought people together, and that was what Forever 21 was trying to do. Although Black Panther was an iconic movie, it goes deeper than that. Now, I can actually see where two sides are indeed coming from. On one side, there are white folks in particular who are stating that should black people not be allowed to wear any Marvel-inspired outfits with white superheroes? Like, should black people not wear an Iron Man sweater or a Captain America sweater versus, a white guy wearing a Wakanda sweater? Should that same rule apply? And then at the same time too, I also see the other side where they're basically stating that the movie Black Panther was such an iconic movie that showcased a variety of beautiful, strong Black men and women who were cast as superheroes. Although I find it super funny as hell that they got the pastiest white dude to model for this particular ad, in the end, there was nothing offensive about it. Black Panther is a movie that is catered to all customers, catered to all viewers, and it's not just catered to Black people. The same Black people who are talking about this thing was offensive are the same people who don't even give a shit about Marvel. Again, Marvel was created by 2 white men, and Wakanda is a fictional African country. Anybody who ever tells you that they're from Wakanda is either an idiot or they're fucking with you. There's nothing serious about this. You cannot culturally appropriate a country that does not fucking exist. I really think people need to stop getting butt hurt over every little thing, and Black people need to stop getting offended and finding every little thing that's offensive. Again, I understand where and why, where they're coming from and why they are offended, but that doesn't make it any less stupid. Personally, the sweater is ugly as fuck, to tell you the truth. I don't feel like purple and yellow should go together. That's just really tacky. It looks like they raided Bill Cosby's sweater and just stamped on a Wakanda Forever label. That's basically all it looks like. But again, what are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you feel like people are overreacting over the sweater? Do you feel like there is a reason why people are upset and people have a right to be upset over the sweater? Do you feel like there should have been a model? Do you feel like there's no model? Do you feel like Forever 21 should apologize? Let me know your thoughts on the comments below. Please subscribe and like this video, and I guys will see you on my next video.